Check 1, 2, check 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 327. This working? Yeah. I got a new setup, and it was almost ready to go. But hopefully y'all should be able to hear the guitar, and y'all should be able to hear my voice. I'm testing out a new setup for my streams, so this actually has my guitar going like directly into the input, so it should sound a little more crisp. Yeah, before this I never had a mic. I was just playing really loud, and you all heard me. Cool. Hi, my name is Bug. I'm in a band called Bug Hunter, and I do live streams every Wednesday and Sunday. So this is one of those. It's a little earlier than I'd normally do a stream, but I have something to do tonight. I have plans at 8, so I'm doing this at 7 in order to maintain those plans. So here's what we're gonna do. I play music on my streams. I play Bug Hunter songs, and I take questions and tell stories, and also plans about stuff. Statue says, I'm so used to turning you all the way up. I'm flubbed up now. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good change. It's a good change. Yeah. I think that's a thumbs up. But cool. Y'all want to hear a song? I'll play something. I don't know how the mix sounds on my guitar and vocals, but we'll figure it out. I did a little test stream earlier in the day, and I had some people help me out with that. So whatever they said, that's what y'all are getting. Actually, who we got in the chat today? Who's here at an early Wednesday stream? I see Kaylin, I see Statue, Nerdbird, Something Odd, Noodle is here, Cornfield Cryptid is here, Shintarog is here, Fancy Clown Animation not here, Gaming Tinker, Geneva Singleton, Poppy is here. We got Time, we got Emily Camp, we got Knacker is here, and I saw Mars. There's Mars. Hi Mars. I see the island. I see the Mars. Former President Dwight D. Eisenhower makes it for another show. Always good to see. Still doing your thing out there. Doot doot. Cool. Something Odd is named Josh. What can I play? I see Echoes. Ooh, Echoes. I don't remember how to play Echoes. T-Back? Just all of T-Back. Time of Sun wants all of it. I'm gonna play this because my wife asked me to play this before I came on the stream. She said she wanted to hear this one, and I think she's still home, so I'm gonna play this one so that maybe she might hear it through the door. In a room, it didn't look like this. It had much more lower ceilings, and it was delicately lit. I couldn't shake an old girlfriend on my mind, 'cause I was dancing to our old song with a new one. And there's no room for her inside my head. We haven't spoke for 8 years, I still feel her fingerprints. 'Cause she laid back and I a little wound. She'd spout her little maxims that she had to calm me down. She'd say, go with the flow, with the flow, with the path. You hope for the best and you take what you have. And I have a paddle and a bad idea up the wrong way. And I heard I heard she's married now. There's no word for the emotion that I felt when I found out. It was fiery but casual, like words put in my mouth, an indifference to some news that would have killed my former self. But no, not now, and I hate how that makes me feel. It undercuts the present like my passions aren't as real. Cause time will revise both the perfect and the broken, so I have to write a song to keep a snapshot of the moment. Go with the flow, with the flow, with the path. You hope for the best, and you take what you have. And I have a paddle and a bad idea up the wrong way. Go with the flow, with the flow, with the path. You hope for the best, and you take what you have. And I have a paddle and a bad idea up the wrong way. I chose self-medicating woes, not separating causes from the subsequent results. And I know there's better antidotes than choking on the fits and tantrums I would always throw. And I hope that I will always grow, but I'ma cut the tongue out of the next one who says go with the flow, with the flow, with the path. You hope for the best, and you take what you have. And I have a paddle and a bad idea up the wrong way. Go with the flow, with the flow, with the path. You hope for the best, and you take what you have. And I have a paddle and a bad idea up the wrong way. In a room, it looked a lot like this. I told a bunch of strangers stuff I really shouldn't admit. Thanks, everybody. How'd that sound? I can't hear it on my end, so I'm just trusting the knobs to all be in the right spot. So if it was too loud, if it was clipping at all, let me know. I was side-eyeing my interface, and it was getting yellow, but it never turned red. So red is bad. Cool. Funny thing is, I could have been doing this the whole time. I have not gotten any new equipment. I've had all this stuff. I'm just like, I'm just gonna set up one mic and just play. It is a little bit more robust of a setup, but I have basically I'm using my live audio mixer over here on the right. What I'm doing, if you're wondering what has caused me to change my audio setup, is I'm kind of testing a little bit to see if this, because this is my live audio mixer, I'm using the monitor out to go to my audio interface, to go to a live stream, because I have a show Friday night, 2 days from now, and I was hoping to maybe live stream it. It's too experimental. Originally, I was thinking we might do like live stream tickets, but it's so like I don't know if it's gonna work, and I don't want to have to care if it works. That we might just live stream it. So if you're around at like 7 p.m. on Friday, check out the channel, and we might be live streaming that whole show. We'll see. We know video will work. We don't know about audio, so if it doesn't happen, I apologize, but the plan is for it to happen, and I'm testing this, so. Poppy says, can I buy a ticket anyways and say no stress? No. Maybe we'll have like a support link, like a Venmo or something up if anybody really cared that much, but it's something that I've learned in my time as a musician, is that if you don't provide a way for people to support you, they will make it more inconvenient for you. I used to go busking. I used to busk when I was in college, and I wouldn't put out like a guitar case or a hat or a bucket or whatever for people to like throw dollars in. And then because I didn't have one, I was trying to signal, I'm just here, I'm just a little guy, I'm just playing, like I don't like for me at the time, I was like, oh, the ego to think I'm gonna do this and people would pay. It was too much. So I was like, I'm just gonna play in my corner. But then people would come up and like then just try and hand me. They would just like, I would playing guitar. This is a two-handed instrument. They try and hand me money, and I would just have to stop and like take it. So in that regard, maybe we'll have some kind of link. But Paul, have fun watching The Parent Trap. I don't really know how this sounds with the cozy Q&A. I didn't really test this earlier. If the guitar is too loud, I can fine-tune it. Okay. Fancy Clown Animation has asked the magic question. How's Matt's visa going? Okay. Let me get my tour plan picture up here. Oh, that works pretty well. I'll just sit in this little corner over here. I didn't intend for these images to line up as well as they have, but look at that. Our tour plans are posted right there. Dang it, right there. I always try and guess. It's mirrored in my image, so I can't. So these are our tour plans for the year. Some dates filled in, some dates not so filled in. But we want to get them in front of people so that you can plan around it. We don't have tickets on sale yet, but Matt and I from the Nurse's Cookbook are planning on going tour. The only thing that is stopping us from having tickets on sale for these shows is we don't know if Matt can come and play in America yet. We have applied for a performer's visa, and we are patiently awaiting a verdict, which should be in the next week. Yeah, so. June is perfect for South Central Pennsylvania. Well, in June we're going to be on the West Coast, so. Jason Nader says, coming to the Sacramento show. Cool, yeah. We don't know if we're going to do a Bay Area show. We might just do the Sacramento show. Remains to be seen. We're still kind of figuring it out. Mutt wants to know, aren't you from the U.S.? I am from the U.S. I'm going on this tour for sure. But it's whether or not Matt is also coming with me, and the nightmare that would be trying to refund tickets to people who wanted to see both of us but doesn't want to see just me, with all these venues being larger venues with a lot of no refund policies, which sucks. We've always had refunds on our tickets, but these venues, yeah, we've reached a stage where we can't avoid venues that have some ticket stuff that we don't like but also can't do anything about. So we're not selling tickets until we're sure that Matt can come. And if Matt can't come, then I will sell tickets, but only to people who want to come to the shows. So. Astron finally hung up one of the posters a couple days ago. It took me a while to hang up my posters too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 posters. 3 of them are show and tour posters. 4 of them are from the Happiness. Jason Nair wants to know what venue we're playing. We're playing the Starlit Room at Harlow's, I think. Is my memory. I know it's a Starlit Room. I think it's at a place called Harlow's. Yeah. Fancy Clown Animation says, do you have anyone in mind for playing a show with you if Matt can't come? Yeah, I've reached out to a couple of people and just said, like, hey, like, be on guard, which is kind of not a great thing to say to somebody, being like, hey, you're my backup plan. But it's just a reality of like, hey, I might have an opportunity for you. It's dependent on this visa. So just, keep an eye out. I don't know that I would take anybody on this entire tour, because one of the other realities of touring is that you spend constant time with people, and I'm willing to sign up to do that with people I know, but not always as willing to say, yeah, let's go ahead and do 30 dates together before we know how we get along on the road, things like that. So me and Matt did a like 8-show UK tour in 2022, and then we were like, let's do the larger tours in the future, because we know that we get along. It is too much time to spend in that kind of proximity with somebody that you might have different lifestyles. So, but yeah, there's a couple of names that I have reached out to that might fill in like a three-show run in different areas, and then if there's not a date on one of these, still haven't booked it yet, and so I would probably just get smaller venues for just bug hunter shows, because we're going pretty big this year. Some of the venues are very large. Chicago is like 600 people, Denver is like 600 people, Boston's 450, DC is 400. We got a potential like 500 to 750 flex space in Austin, potentially. Very large venues, bigger than anything we've ever played or done before, but I can't fill them by myself. It's with our powers combined of me and Matt that does it. So well, assisted stage, it's 600, but like that's our cap. That's not, we don't know how many tickets will sell. We're just making sure. We just don't want to sell out everything again this year. I was looking at the data from last year to be like, when did we like sell all those shows out? And genuinely, most shows we sold out about 3 to 4 months ahead of time. And if maybe we sold 200 tickets in like a month and a half, and then there was like 3 months until the show. If we had been able to sell, if we had sold at that same rate for another 3 months, those shows would have gone to like 500 people. So. Is there no July on the tour plan? No, July we're taking off. So it's basically going to be in 2 chunks. It'll be June, and then take about a 2-month break, and then this is what we did. This is what we did last year too. Works for us because I don't want to tour all the time. It's a long time to be away from home. So we tour a little bit, take a break, tour a little bit, take a break. And then, we'll pick it back up in August. We'll take a small break at the beginning of September, like the first week of September, and then hit those last kind of southern dates. That's the plan. So, and I have a wedding to go to in July. So I cleared my whole month. It's a really long wedding. But there's like a trip around that wedding as well, like personal trips and stuff. So. So that's the tour plans. If you haven't signed up to RSVP, I'll try. I know this mic's a little more directional than my other mic, so I have to be a little more conscious about it being in front of my face, which on just first impression, don't love about this setup. I kind of wish that I had this mic for performing and then the other mic for talking. I feel like I would like that, maybe. I could set that up, but then that's even more stuff going on. If you want to fill out that form, and you can basically just like say like anything on any of these cities you want to be alerted by email, we'll alert you, and you'll be the first to know. Like I said, we sold out everything about 3 months early last time. We're hoping that's not going to be the case this year. We hope that we're going to have room for everybody, but we were so wrong last year that anything is possible. So. Cool. I don't know what's in your link arsenal, Mars. Cool. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'm happy to do a little cozy Q&A on this new setup and answer any questions you have. What else? I talked about my tour. If you haven't heard, we have a new song out. Came out less than a week ago. If this is news to you, Run, Don't Walk to Spotify. It's not under the Bug Hunter artist page, but it is. It's a Bug Hunter Narcissus Cookbook collaboration called Artists for Amateurs. And it's the theme song for our podcast. It's called Jam Mechanics. And it's a very good song. Why are you going to question mark in June? I mostly just didn't want to have to move all of those other dates up in my software, because it would have taken me an extra 10 seconds. So I just took that space that was properly spacing everything, and I just put a bunch of question marks. And yeah. It's not like a surprise. It's not like a just wait, we're gonna drop this any day. It's more, maybe we'll play something there. There's like a 3-day gap between Utah and Seattle, and if we find something small, we might play it, but we might not, and we don't want to give anybody false hope. Mars, do you have a link to my my Neopet shop? If you don't have that, you're a fake fan. Time wants to know if we're planning on doing another dual stream like last year when we were in my city. I don't know. We aren't actually planning on playing in Richmond this year, so I don't know if we'll... I guess Matt will fly in here. So maybe like before the tour starts? Yeah, if Matt gets here before the tour starts. There's no reason that we couldn't pop in and do a stream together. Mir is seeing me on Friday, which I'm very excited about. So, yeah, I'm excited for that show. I still haven't come up with the set list outside of Happiness. But I'll think of something. Be good. Have you ever dropped your guitar on stage or dropped a mic or a pick? I've knocked over my guitar before, but it's normally like I'll knock it over, or I'll have not placed it like sturdily, and it will be kind of like knocked over by like something else. You know, someone will like get their foot caught on a cable, and you know, I've definitely, I don't remember where it was, but I remember my guitar falling over somewhere while I was like selling merch, and then I just hear like a wow, you know, like guitars do. Yeah, there was a show at Manchester in 2022. Mars was there, where my mic stand was just loose enough that like it just slowly started to fall, like first imperceptibly, but then I was like, no, it's falling, and then all of a sudden I was having to like stoop lower and lower until I was like crouched trying to play Pine Cones, I think it was, and then I stopped, and I was like, okay, I need to reset this. Sorry, everybody. It was fun. And then yeah, I'll drop picks sometimes, but I always have a little clip that normally goes kind of like right here that just like you put picks in like this, and so I'll have like 5 or 6 just like lined up along my mic stand, and then I can just grab another one. Fancy Clown Animation has a question. This is a throwback question. I didn't know anybody has watched that video in a long time. Who was the dog from the Listen to Your Mom video, and where is it? That is Hannah. Hannah is right now in Denver. I just had a buddy who had a dog, and I was like, I really want to kind of have like a very cozy kind of setting for this this kind of one. It wasn't even a music video because it wasn't like set to the music. I wasn't even planning on recording the song like officially. I just wanted to like make a little video for Mother's Day, and I wanted like a cozy setting. It was a rainy Seattle day. I said, hey, can I bring a videographer over to your house and just like play on the couch while Hannah is just kind of chilling there, just kind of like create a nice vibe. And so that's Hannah, and she's awesome. She's very cool. I didn't update my YouTube profile picture. Hey, you're right. That would be a great place to do that. I'll do that later. Not tonight, though. I have plans. Melbiza wants to know what made me want to start making music. And I don't know. I was compelled to because it was fun. I had some friends in college that played music. They like wrote songs, and I kind of played bass guitar. Like I knew like just like the notes on the bass guitar, and so like I would like want to jam with them and just like play the root notes and just be there. I'd like play some like open mics in like the dorm, and I thought it was really fun. And so I started writing songs on my bass, and then I learned how to play ukulele, and then I got a guitar off of Craigslist right before I turned 22, and I just kind of kept doing it. Time has uncovered my secret before I could make the dramatic reveal. My plans are to play Arkham Horror. My friend can play at 8, and so that's when I'm playing. And so that's why I'm doing the stream earlier. A. Blair wants to know how was Earthborn Rangers. Earthborn Rangers is an ongoing process. It's very fun. It's very different from Arkham Horror. Tonally, Arkham Horror is very much like Cthulhu is here, get him. And Earthborn Rangers is like, what if we go pet a deer and see what that does? Both very fun, very similar games, like mechanically, like deck builder, but yeah. What's a good place to start with Arkham Horror? There is a starter kit that has like a 3-scenario campaign that is very frustrating and not indicative of the larger product as a whole, but you kind of have to like learn how to play. It's a lot of rules, but once you know, then you'll be able to have to Google 5 things every time you play to see, wait, how does this, if I do this first, does this interact with this or no? Okay. Eric wants to know why are the happiness songs losing in March Madness? And the reason is Go With The Flow. Go With The Flow has knocked out 2 of my favorite happiness songs, and I'm very mad at it. Go With The Flow. I think Not Like That could have won, and I think A Bedtime Story could have won, but they've been very close. But they've been like Go With The Flow's been winning on the underdog rule, so like, yeah, it's my own machinations coming back to crush me. And then Two Bed, Two Bath being beat by Who I'm Singing To was just jams, like leading a revolution in the Discord and being like, everybody knows Two Bed, Two Bath and a Ghost. Why don't we vote for this song that nobody listens to? And everyone was like, yeah, cool, great idea. Yeah. But there's still a couple of happiness songs left in the bracket, right? We still got no, Bedtime Story is out, Not Like That is out. Are there any left? I gotta go look at it now. I haven't really been keeping track of it in that regard. So let me look. Are there any happiness songs left? Where's my bracket? There's my bracket. Shocking Plot Twist is still in it. So we still got Shocking. Robin is out. Well, Robin lost to Jay McCracken. Yeah. Right now, I think Alchemical, Fan Fiction, and Shocking are the only 3 with potential. Fan Fiction's a strong one. I'm watching that one very carefully, especially because Disco got knocked out by Creature of Habit. So I thought maybe Disco, it probably couldn't overcome Disco in the Panic Room, but I'll bet you anything, a Fan Fiction, if it can get up against like Creature of Habit, it'll probably be fine. Yeah. Why don't I why I oughta. Let me play a song. I'll get rid of my tour stuff. What do you wanna play? What do you wanna hear? I feel like I've played a lot of songs. I should probably practice that one. You are the best at telling stories to help me fall asleep. You do all the silly voices, conversating, make believe, and I am wide awake. I might have drank a bit too much caffeine. Can you tell a bedtime story to help me fall asleep? Okay, so two bickering bears are bumbling through the woods when they stumble upon a tent. And they can tell that there are two humans inside because it has a two human inside scent. Now these bears are cold and hungry as food prices have jumped across the hibernation, but there was a philosophical difference on how to approach this tense situation. Big Bear says, let's ambush them, come crashing through their flimsy little roof. Big Bear hungry, Big Bear beefy, Big Bear seafood. And Small Bear says, why do you tackle every problem like a grizzly brute? Small Bear tired, Small Bear angry, Small Bear bout. Because, well, yes, I see the merits of attacking by surprise. We'd get a meal, but I can't bear to crush their valuable supplies. Imagine waking up each day and catching the sunrise from this tent after we eat the chumps inside. Okay, so Big Bear's not buying it because they don't have the dexterity to unzip the zipper, and if they wait for the humans to come outside, they might be armed, alarmed, and ready to shoot them quicker than the bears can react, and then they'll go from two rugged bears looking for a good home in the woods to looking like two bare rugs on the wood floor of a Home Goods. Small Bear says, I hear you, but insists the benefits outweigh the risk. Small Bear still respects that Big Bear gets a say in all of Big Bear thinks about it. Then a wicked grin erupts across his lips. Big Bear's grateful for a partner that communicates. I think there's a solution that'll satisfy your needs. A compromise that will surprise these hairless little bees. And if we do this right, we'll leave the tent looking pristine. We'll get our bed and breakfast, Bear B&B. So Big Bear says the local gopher owes me a favor from every day when I don't eat him. So he can either reach in or dig his little feet in to dig up underneath them and sneak in, and he can unzip the screen, then we can both creep in while they are deep asleep. And come on, let's go for it. I'm sick and tired of scheming. So they overcame their bickering with simple compromise, and the bears began their buffet with some gopher on the side, and they lived happily ever after in their tent sat side by side. Then you kiss me on the head and said goodnight. Yeah, then you kiss me on the head and said goodnight. You were the best at telling stories to help me fall asleep. You did all the silly voices, made me honestly believe. And now I'm wide awake, mistaking every breaking branch and leaf. The next time we go camping, I'll just stick to counting sheep. Thank you. Cornfield brings up a very good point. Yeah, those voices are impossible to do when they overlap in a way that does not work. And I do need Matt. I need Matt to help me with the bear voices. Mars thinks that they're dunking on time right now when time is right because time went to the Seattle show and it was Kyle. So. Mars just got. Oh, Cornfield Cryptid's roommate knows Bug Hunter. Cool. Hi, Bubbles the Blue Fox. See you later. I look so much different from the Columbus show. I shaved today. Maybe that's it. I do love this flannel. It's my new flannel. Therefore, it's the softest one that I have. What's my favorite song to perform live? Too Bad, Too Bad and a Ghost is always really fun. On the last tour, I had a ton of fun playing Shocking Plot Twist. I had a ton of fun playing 30 Plan was really fun in a way that I wasn't sure. I think I debuted it for the first time as like a after Happiness had been released in Manchester. And so that was the first time I had like a test of like, will the audience know the song? And they super did, which was really fun to hear an entire room full of people like fully earnestly sing "There Are No Bagels in the Future," and then just like we all just move right past it, as well as everyone saying "Hot Toast Time Machine." It's a good moment. Love that one a lot. Bedtime Story is very fun to play too. It's just a silly, fun song. Everybody has a fun time singing along. So, yeah, maybe the 7 o'clock. Maybe the 7 o'clock stream's not a bad idea. There's a lot of people here today. I just kind of arbitrarily picked 8. I was like, that's a good time. But have you ever started singing the wrong lyrics to a song? Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Happens sometimes. Disco is very fun to perform. I like disco a lot. It's a little more fun with the full band than it is solo acoustic. It's of all, like, I am like so comfortable, like a lot of the shows that I play are just solo acoustic, kind of like how you see me playing here today. And I'm fully like comfortable playing like everything that way. Disco to me feels like it's a better experience with the full band than it is with just me. Where I don't think that about every song. Like Point to Prove, I feel like, you know what? It's there's not a lot lost. If I had to re-record Point to Prove, I would honestly maybe take away some of the production elements to it because I think it works a little better as an acoustic song. So, is the whole band, speaking of, is the whole band touring or is it just you and Matt? I can't confirm one way or another on Kyle and Jesse for which shows they'll be able to make. It'd be weird if Jesse couldn't make the Seattle show because he lives there. It'd be weird if Kyle couldn't make the Bay Area shows because he lives there. But they both still work full time, and 5 weeks of touring is more than they can spare for just kind of their own personal time off work. And they also want a vacation with their family and friends and all that. So they'll try to come on as much as they can, but we'll see. Have you ever considered singing the wrong lyrics on a stream, just to see if we'd notice? Yeah, I mean, there is Schrodinger's Baby Teeth, where even I don't know which version of it I'm going to play, because I changed the second verse very, very last minute, and the old line was actually fine. I just thought of something that I liked better at the last moment, and now I don't actually know what is the real version anymore. And so when I play it, I just go with whatever one comes to me in that moment. So, yeah, cool. I have somewhere to be very soon, so I will play one more song, and then I'm gonna get out of here, and then hopefully we'll have everything set up for the show on Friday, and you can all watch that happen. And I won't be able to see the chat or anything, but my dad should be in the chat. So. Courtney. Wrong band. There's no agreement. Mars says granola bars? This one is being voted on today for March Madness, so I'll play this one. It's going up against a big hitter. Be Glad I Love You. So. I didn't know you were a wizard. I guess that explains the hat. And those silly words you whispered that had put me in a trance. I didn't believe in magic, but you cast it on me quick. Nope, didn't believe in magic even as a little kid. But if this trick ain't magic, I don't know what magic is. You told me that you liked me and I didn't bat an eye. You told me that you needed me and I swept it to the side. But then you told me that you loved me. Now no one's as shocked as I. That it's those words in that order that's transformed this stubborn mind. I didn't know you were a witch. I guess that explains the cat. And the reason it said bless you when I sneezed as it walked past. I didn't believe in magic, but you cast it on me quick. You're my romantic alchemist, too charming to resist. No, I didn't believe in magic or in you until I did. You're wicked and familiar, I'm getting used to this. You told me that you liked me and I didn't bat an eye. You told me that you needed me and I swept it to the side. But then you told me that you loved me. Now no one's as shocked as I. That it's those words in that order that's transformed this stubborn mind. I've had a moment of lucidity. The spell has waned enough for me to wriggle from its grip on me. Ever since they cast it, I have struggled with my vision. The only thing I see is their face. Quick, while there's still time, I need to find and cast a counter curse. I'll never have a chance again if they find out this didn't work. I've found their spellbook in amongst their potions, robes, and cows. I've got no chance to practice it. I need to cast it now. Reason, logic, rationale, protect me from this magic spell. Reason, logic, rationale, protect me from this magic spell. Reason, logic, rationale, protect me from this magic spell. Reason, logic, rationale, protect me from this magic spell. I didn't know you had a power like this. I didn't believe in supernatural gifts. But my romantic alchemist is too quick. I feel tricked and haven't been the same since. Reason's not a reason when your heart does not believe it. And there ain't no shot for rationale when dealing with a magic spell that works as well as that one where you told me that you liked me and I didn't bat an eye. You told me that you needed me and I swept it to the side, and then you rolled some sort of supernatural 20 on your die that made those words in that order hit before I changed my mind. Thanks, everybody. Next time I'll play a song that Time likes. Cool. Thanks for coming to my early stream. I apologize if you are a normal stream goer and you just showed up thinking, hey, great, it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Time to go check out my favorite indie music streamer, Bug Hunter. I started an hour early, so... and yeah, I have a new setup. So there's things I like about it, things I don't. I don't love having to be right up on the mic the whole time. But I think if everybody else thinks this is a better experience, then I'll probably keep doing it like this. Nerdbird wants to know why it's swept to the side instead of cast to the side. Yeah, swept is a little easier phonetically to kind of say there, and it's still witch imagery. It's like a broom. So, yeah. Will there be any cool snazzy new merch soon? Yeah, we'll have new merch for the tour. And I've been looking at bringing back, I'm going to say this on the stream so that it might force me to do it. I'm looking at bringing back the Theory Deer shirts because we ran like one run of Theory Deer shirts. Excuse me. We ran one run of Theory Deer shirts in 2020. So it's been almost like 4 years. And there's been so many people who have jumped on the Bug Hunter train since then, and it might be cool to re-offer the Theory Deer shirts because they're really good shirts. Yeah. They would be slightly different. There would be something about them. I think maybe I'll like remove like a bubble from it so that there'll be like a way that if you have the original one, you can still be like, this is from 2020. Yeah. So we might bring that back on, and then other merch items. Yeah, I'm looking at other merch items. I want to do a bedtime story merch, something or another. Maybe a shirt, maybe a pin. Definitely stickers, right? Like, yeah. I don't know if I would have like a big bear sticker and a small bear sticker, so you could choose which one you wanted, or have them as a pair. I don't know. So, cool. I'm going to take off because I have to go play Arkham Horror with my friend. So, I'm going to go do that. If you haven't seen, I've been posting a video of, it's a redub of the fan animation for Dear McCracken. A lot of people started there 5 years ago. It was based off a cover of Dear McCracken, and because it's been out for about 5 years, and it was always a very like kind of popular thing that got a lot of people into Bug Hunter, I thought it'd be fun to kind of re-record a version that matched the video. So if you are one of the 10 people that was about to get into my comments and be like, hey, I thought the song was about a woman on a plane, not a man on a plane. What happened? You don't have to ask that anymore. I just explained it. I'm doing a kind of a cover of my own song based on an animation. So I've been posting clips of that every day on YouTube Shorts, and it's been doing really well. So if you just joined from that, we've gained like 400 subscribers in the last 2 days. So if you're from that, welcome. I'm the guy. So cool. Anything else? There's 2 tickets left to the show on Friday. So if you're anywhere in the Richmond area and you want to be the last 2 people to come to the show, we're 2 tickets away from selling it out. So feel free to hop on that. Join our Discord. It's a good Discord. Keep on a lookout for the tour dates. I'll tell you the moment we know about Matt. And then I think that's it. Wherever you are in the world, goobers, go to bed right now.